Hello, my name is Dale and you are watching Movie Mash. Hello, and if you haven't subscribed and followed and do all that good stuff, please do so, come on. Now, this is going to be a new video, something I haven't done before, talking about trivia, giving you some trivia and facts and all kinds of good stuff about different genres of movies. This will be the first one, and I thought I'd start off with horror, giving you some kind of trivia and facts about some of our favourite horror movies that you may or may not know. So without me further ado, let's just get into it.
Did you know casting Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween was considered a tribute to Psycho, where her mother was playing the leading lady? Did you know in The Exorcist, Reagan's projectile vomit accidentally hit Father Karras in the face, producing the genuine reaction from the actor? Did you know the narrator for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was only paid with a joint?
Cool, man.
Did you know the crawlers in The Descent were kept a secret from the cast until they actually encountered them in the movie? Did you know in The Thing, it took Kurt Russell a year to grow his MacReady beard and long hair? Did you know in The Ring's Japanese source material, Sadako was a fully grown woman instead of a young girl? Did you know in the opening of Get Out was inspired by Halloween, director Jordan Peele described it as a subversion of The Perfect White Neighborhood? Did you know that Walt Disney refused Sir Alfred Hitchcock to film at Disneyland because he made that disgusting movie, Psycho? Did you know a stronger door had to be made for Jack Nicholson in The Shining? His experience as a fire marshal made it too easy for him to break down the prop door. Did you know that the cabin in The Evil Dead was also a lodging for the crew members? It also had no plumbing or heating. Did you know that Mia Farrow actually walked into traffic while filming Rosemary's Baby? She was told nobody would hit a pregnant woman. Did you know that athletes were cast as infected in 28 days later? Did you know that Frank Kraz had a 2-hour joint rolling session to prepare for his role in Cabin in the Woods? Did you know upon their first meeting in Silence of the Lambs, Sir Anthony Hopkins improvised mocking of Jodie Foster's southern accent?
You got a real pretty mouth.
Did you know that director James Wan built Billy the Puppet for Saw? Did you know the movie Sinister was inspired by a nightmare the director had while watching The Ring? Did you know that Heather Donahue's mum got sympathy cards from people who saw the Blair Witch Project and really thought her daughter was missing? Did you know that Steven Spielberg incorporated his own childhood fears clown in the tree outside the window in Poltergeist? Did you know when asked why the zombies in Shaun of the Dead move slowly, Simon Pegg answered, because death is not an energy drink? Did you know one of the first victims in 1408 is named Grady, a clear reference to the caretaker in The Shining? Did you know that Pennywise drooling was due to the teeth prosthetics Bill Skarsgård wore in It? Did you know that director Frank Darabont only agreed to make The Mist if the ending was remained unchanged? Did you know, unlike her character in Carrie, Sissy Spacek was legitimately voted homecoming queen in high school? Did you know that Child's Play named their villain Charles Lee Ray after 3 infamous murderers, Charles Manson, Lee Harvey Oswald and James Earl Ray? Did you know production on Friday the 13th wanted actors who were good-looking kids who you might see on a Pepsi commercial? Did you know Freddy Krueger was named after a bully from director Wes Craven's childhood? Did you know that Babadook is an anagram of a bad book? Did you know that to prepare for the roles in Hereditary, Alex Wolff and Millie Shapiro would hang out in character? They would sit in silence for hours while Wolff tried to get Shapiro to talk? Did you know that James Woods, Michael Keaton and Mel Gibson all turned down the role of Seth Bundle in The Fly? Did you know that Pet Sematary was filmed only 20 minutes away from Stephen King's home in Bangor, Maine? Did you know, unlike the events of The Conjuring, the real Ed and Lorraine Warren was kicked out for not being able to help, and it also wouldn't be the first time it really happened?
Get out.
Did you know despite the story taking place in Sweden, Midsommar was actually shot in Hungary? Did you know that Jennifer Lawrence had to take a year off after filming Mother due to stress? Did you know that the use of caller ID increased after the release of Scream? Did you know that the bees in Candyman were specifically bred for the film? Did you know that John Krasinski wasn't a horror fan before directing A Quiet Place? To prepare, he watched Get Out, The Witch and Babadook. And finally, did you know that the cast of Alien wasn't told how much blood there would be in the chest burst scene? This made their reactions more genuine.
So, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to do another one next week on something else. I don't know. I was thinking of doing something to do with fan theories. There's some great fan theories out there, and I'm just going to tell you what I know, and I think it might be a lot of fun. Now, did you know that a lot of you haven't subscribed yet? And if you haven't, please do so. It helps out. It ain't gonna hurt you nothing. So look, I'm gonna let you go, but for now and until next time,